Okay, thank you very much. We all know the great Prime Minister of the UK, and we just signed a document. This is sorry about that. This is it.
A very important document.
A little windy out here. Give me that. We just signed it, and it's done. And so we have our trade agreement with the European Union, and it's a fair deal for both. Going to produce a lot of jobs, a lot of income, and we have many other ones coming. But you see, the level of enthusiasm is very good. But the relationship that we have is fantastic. So I just want to congratulate you.
Well, Donald, thank you very much. This now implements on car tariffs and aerospace, our really important agreement. And so this is a very good day for both of our countries, a real sign of strength. So thank you again, Donald. A really important day for both of us.
Great people, great people. Not much.
No,
not much.
This is implementing.
G7 leaders are calling for de-escalation of Israel and Iran, but you are the key to unlocking that.
That's right. And here I am.
And here you are.
Yeah.
So can I ask you, sir, have you spoken to Prime Minister Netanyahu? When might you speak to him?
I've spoken to everybody.
What will you say?
I'm in constant touch. And as I've been saying, I think a deal will be signed, or something will happen, but a deal will be signed. And I think Iran is foolish not to sign one.
Mr. President, Iran is accusing Netanyahu of attacking them to deliberately derail your nuclear plan that you had. What do you say to that? Do you think that's true?
Look, Iran should have signed the deal.
If it would help bring Iran to the negotiating table, would you guarantee that the U.S. would not get involved militarily?
Well, I think Iran basically is at the negotiating table. They want to make a deal. And as soon as I leave here, we're going to be doing something. But I have to leave here. I have, this commitment. I have a lot of commitments. I have a commitment to a lot of countries, including the UK, where we just signed our deal.
Mr. President. You told me earlier that you could sanction Russia. Why wait? Why wait to sanction them?
Because I'm waiting to see whether or not a deal is signed.
Can you guarantee the UK won't be subject
And don't
to any
forget, sanctions cost us a lot of money. When I sanction a country, that costs the U.S. a lot of money, a tremendous amount of money. It's not just let's sign a document. You're talking about billions and billions of dollars. Sanctions are not that easy. It's not just a one-way street.
And just quickly, do you think that Israel can...
Is that still proceeding? Do you think they should sort of working with that?
Yeah, we're proceeding with that. It's a really important deal to both of us. I think the President is doing a review. We did a review when we came into government, so that makes good sense to me. But it's a really important...
We're very long-time partners and allies and friends, and we've become friends in a short period of time. He's slightly more liberal than I am, to put it mildly.
Or stand slightly on the left.
But for some reason we get along.
We make it work.
Mr. President, would you just...
Ukraine get in the way of arming Israel?
There's quite a few British voters who worry you side more with the Russians over the Ukraine war. Can you reassure British people that is not the case?
You know what I say? Saving lives. I only care about saving lives.
Do you think that Israel can fully eliminate the threat that Iran poses, this nuclear threat that they pose, without the United States military help?
Who said that?
No, I'm asking if you believe they can without
It doesn't. It's irrelevant. Something's going to happen.
Have you spoken to Zelensky?
Consider traveling to the Mideast as part of any talks if it would help broker a deal?
Yeah, but I think we're doing pretty well. We're talking.
You don't think
We have a thing called a telephone, so we're talking. But it's always better to talk in person.
Mr. President, do you see regime change in Iran?
I want to see no nuclear weapon in Iran, and we're well on our way to making sure that happens.
We've had a discussion about that this morning. There's in the G7 absolute clarity in relation to the nuclear programme. We do not want to see it.
Mr. President,
do you have a response
about
from any future tariffs?
What?
Can you guarantee the UK will be protected from any future tariffs?
The UK is very well protected. You know why? Because I like them. That's why. That's their ultimate protection. Thank you very much. The Prime Minister's done a great job. I want to just tell that to the people of the United Kingdom.
Tucker Carlson criticizing you, saying that you were complicit in the war.
I don't know what Tucker Carlson is saying. Let him go get a television network and say it so that people listen.
And quickly, have you spoken to Zelensky before your bilateral?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Japan?
A lot of them. Could happen.
How to go with the Japanese, sir?
Well,
also have. To left to the right. Yeah, we go from left to the right. Yeah. Everyone gets a direct line of sight. Ready, guys? Pretty good? Get away. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
President, any statement on why you're leaving the G7 early for Washington?
Well, I have to be back. Very important. I want to just thank our great host. They did a fantastic job. Thank you in Canada. But you probably see what I see, and I have to be back as soon as I can. We're going to have dinner with these wonderful leaders, and then I get on the plane. I have to be back early.
Have you heard the National Security Council?
I loved it. I tell you, I loved it. And I think we got a lot done. Really a lot done. In fact, UK, we signed a big trade deal today, and we're working on others. But we had just a really great relationship with everybody, and it's really nice. I wish I could stay for tomorrow, but they understand. This
Is there a reason,
big,
Mr. President,
this is big
that you
stuff.
can't do your business
You have
from
questions for anybody else?
here? Is there a reason that you can't do your business
Well,
from
please,
here? Is there a reason you can't do your business from here, sir?
We've got a bit more work to do, so we'll go do it over
Mr.
dinner.
Carney,
But
have you
thank you
been
very much.
briefed on this?
I'm very grateful for the president's presence and contributions, and I fully understand why.
We'll see
why
you
he
on the
must
plane.
return. Okay.
We'll see you on
Take
the
care.
plane.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President.
Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President!